Hello, this is Apostle Rosalind Solomon. This is Rosalind Solomon's YouTube channel. And if you want to know all my links to Sold by Books and other channels, you can go to my About section and you'll see all the comments, all the links, or you can look under all of my previous videos and they have the links there. I just want to catch up on telling y'all some things, some prophecy words the Lord is allowing me to say. And some of these I may have said already, but God want me to reiterate them. There's going to be changes in the ocean, like, all over the world. We're going to hear about some changes in the ocean and changes coming from the oceans. And I already told you about the earthquake for California. Just like we've been seeing aliens in other places, New York and Washington, D.C. is going to have alien visitations as well. New York and D.C. And like last year and the year before, I told y'all that our leaders and our government is going to reveal secrets and truths to us about these UFOs. So the Lord wanted me to remind you of that because that's coming very, very soon. Also, the Lord said, take everything to him in prayer. Don't be deceived. Take everything to him. Question him. Get confirmation from him. Whatever it is that you need to know. All right. Also, the prophecy about New Zealand came to pass. About destruction came over there. I told y'all this last year, and the Lord wanted me to reiterate it, that there's going to be violence rising in this land. There's going to be civil unrest and stuff like that. But we're also going to see violence rising, like random acts of violence. So what you need to do is just cancel that self-fulfilling prophecy that I said, because you can do that. Cancel that. Ask God not to allow random acts to happen. But some may get through. So I'm just letting you know that. There's a destroyer spirit that's been released in the spirit realm on this earth. So we're going to be seeing some destruction, but we could pray against that, right? We could definitely pray against that. And also, it is going to be a World War III, but not the kind you think of right now. It's like wars within countries, like here in America, people going against each other, trade wars and stuff like that. Also, the Lord wants y'all to know that Elon Musk is very evil and that you can't trust him. He is not for you at all. He's not for the people. So don't trust him. And if you don't believe me, the Lord said pray and he will confirm it to you in Yeshua Jesus' name. All right. Also, the Lord said that if the violence and civil unrest gets really bad here in our country, they're going to lock us down and give us curfew. So we must pray that these random acts of violence and civil unrest does not go that far. Because how can we get the word out? Everybody doesn't watch the computer. You know what I mean? And the Lord said that America is like really flexing her muscles right now. And China is really flexing their muscles right now with their laser technology and stuff like that. The Lord also said there's a lot of things happening in the middle of the earth, underneath the earth, like the core of the earth. So we need to pray about that. There's a lot of advanced technology that our military has that no one knows, and China. But y'all remember that dream I had where I saw Joe Biden came out and walked in the sky, and he told all the NATO nations and our military to back off and let China have Taiwan. And I told you China had stuff that America had. It was crazy. It was crazy. Even Russia shot down a UFO, and I didn't even know that until lately. You know what I mean? And the Lord said, "Watch the birds in the air, because they are the signs to tell you what is coming." It's crazy. The Lord also said that there was going to be some issues with NATO and the European Union, and it's going to be some type of great division between NATO and the European Union. There's going to be some great upsets about that. And like I told y'all, prophecy came to pass about the sun. I told you I saw things breaking off the sun, and I just found out that something broke off of the sun. Ain't that something? Mm-hmm. Ain't that something? So New York and Washington, D.C., they better watch out because this stuff coming to them. UFOs, everything. Something's coming to them. What else? I'm trying to look in here in this file to make sure. I think I got everything. Oh yeah, we're gonna see big changes in the nations and in leaderships, even here in our own country. But there is going to be other countries, foreign land, and you know God is always giving me something about Indonesia, and there's going to be a big earthquake coming to them, a big earthquake coming to somewhere in India. I did see Nepal, India, but it could be another part of India as well, and Mexico is going to have an earthquake, and I already told y'all about Mexico before, right? Yes, I think. I already told y'all about artificial intelligence giving having babies and stuff, and then they making human babies in the womb. And I already told y'all how people gonna be marrying these AI people. It's crazy. There's some floods. I know I told you about floods coming to New York. I told y'all about floods coming to China. I told y'all about floods coming to Japan, and also earthquakes coming there. And I already gave you the warning about Florida and California, right? So Florida and California, you need to be playing. Washington and New York, you need to be seriously praying, right? And although it seems like it's a threat of nuclear war, I keep asking God, and He keeps telling me over and over and over again that He was not going to let no nukes come. We're going to see missiles, you know. He even told me the time, he told me 2 weeks ago the time the war would stop in Russia and Ukraine, but I'm just waiting for a second confirmation before he tells me, because I don't want to speak it and it not be correct. So, it's been 2 weeks now, and sometimes he does that. He'll let 2, 3, 4 weeks go by, and then he'll confirm it. So as soon as he confirms it the second time, then I will let you guys know. But also in my sleep, I had a vision, and I told y'all about it where I had got a job, and I was supposed to start the next day, which is the 20th to 29th. But then again in my sleep, I saw March 29th again, but no significance with it. So I don't know what's going to happen on March 29th. Maybe nothing, but I mean, for me to see it again, for me to see it in one dream and then see it again, it's kind of significant to me. So, you know, I don't know if something good is going to happen on the 29th or if something bad is going to happen on the 29th. And then I also kept praying and asking God, because He told me that the Bitcoin wasn't going to zero, just like He did last year. Nobody believed me, and it happened. So here we go again. Everybody's having flash crash dreams of it going to zero and all this craziness, right? So I asked God again, right? So I'm going to wait for Him to show me. I asked Him to show me if these people who are having these dreams about Bitcoin going to zero, because he told me that the market would be volatile this year, but it would not be as bad as last year. But people are telling me that other people are having dreams about the market crashing worse than it ever did in history. When the Lord clearly told me, and I told y'all last year, He said this year would be volatile, but it wouldn't be nothing like last year. You know, and He even told me how the months would be. And so far, January went the way He said it. February, well, He didn't really say anything about January till January came, but February's going the way He's saying it, right? So I know God is going to confirm to me either through a dream or through talking to me, and I know He's going to tell me or show me again that it's not going to go to zero, guys. The Bitcoin, it could go down again, you know, or if it ever did go to zero, it wouldn't last there. But it's the same thing last year. I was the only prophet telling y'all the truth that Bitcoin wasn't going to go to zero, and the lowest it would go is like 16,000, and it hovered at 16,000 and some change. It might have went to 15,900 for a second, but it hovered at 16,000 some change for a couple of months, and here we are in 2023, and Bitcoin did not go to zero. It did not go to zero. All right, so here we go again. So when God tells me or show me it confirmation, you guys will know too. So this is the end of the prophecy word. But there's somebody, okay, he just gave me a name. I only got a few minutes. Somebody named Sharon. Somebody named Sharon. And I hear a name Celeste. I know it's not Celestial. Celeste. Sharon and Celeste. You two are similarly going through the same thing. You may not know each other. Financial hardship, loneliness, and struggling. Well, God is about to fulfill your days, so there'll be no more loneliness. And your financial, I hear financial windfalls, so your finances are going to get better. So when your finances get better, Sharon, was it Sharon or Celeste? Then you won't have a lot of struggle. Then there's somebody named Sherry or Shelly. Sherry or Shelly, you having problems with both of your kids, but one of them, you having a lot of problems with him, and he's a young man, but you having problems with your daughter too. And Sherry, I'm seeing two tall men around you, so I would think those are your sons, young men. And the Lord is saying that they're very, very anointed. And then somebody named Gail, you keep worrying about your daughter and a man she's married to or engaged to. God is going to settle that once and for all. So he said, stop weeping, and that your grandchildren or grandchild will be well. It is well with you. And then there's a woman named Maria. The Lord said you've been struggling really, really, really bad, but he's about to bless you big time. And then the Lord told me that he's about to bless some people with big windfalls. He's about to bless some people with big windfalls. They're going to seem like miracles. I don't know where they're coming from. I'm not saying it's coming from stocks, coins. I don't know where they're coming from. Not a financial investor or guru, just saying. He's about to bless some people with some windfalls, and it's going to be like a miracle. And I mean, and it is. Anything that God give us is a miracle blessing, but these windfalls will have been planned for you for quite some time. He just couldn't release them to you. So it's some of you who are listening to me, men and women, but you will know who you are when it happened. And the Lord said, when it happened, give back to his kingdom and talent the money for his kingdom. And you can enjoy it for yourself too, but make sure you give back to his kingdom and talent it for his kingdom to help his kingdom grow. And I got a word for Brother Johnny right now. The Lord just told me, Currency 365, God said, it is well with your body. That's all I hear him say, Currency 365, Johnny. He just said it's clear as day, Johnny, tell him, Johnny Currency 365, it is well with his body. It is well with you. Shalom, everybody.